So the first one is pray for the peace and the safety for the coastal region, the coast region. Peace and safety for the coast region. Pray for the security system, especially when you're praying for this. Security system inamaanisha walinzi.
Police are tonight questioning 5 suspected Al-Shabaab members arrested following an attempted attack at Manda airstrip in Lamu County. The 5 were arrested after the dawn attack in which 5 of their colleagues were shot dead, while 2 light aircrafts and several vehicles were destroyed in the attack as militants attempted to gain access into Simba military camp through the airstrip. And as Hassan Mugambi reports, security has been heightened in major cities including Nairobi and Mombasa.
Pray for the security system, especially when you're praying for this.
As militants attempted to gain access into Simba military camp.
Tuombe sana. Kiombea taifa, taja sana the coast region. Number 2, the Kenyan shilling will devalue significantly. Will devalue. It will lose value in the year 2020.
The Kenya shilling continues to take a hit as it suffocates from lack of dollar inflows in the market. During Friday trade, the currency touched a 5-year low, trading at 106 to the dollar.
So the advice from the Spirit of God was to save in dollars. To save in dollars.
In what could turn out to be central bank's worst nightmare, the home unit continued with its losing streak for the 5th day in a row. The Kenyan shilling touching lows of 106.6 to the green buck in what traders attribute to lack of inflows, everybody holding back onto their dollar.
Omba sana isiende chini itu affect. Ya tatu ile ambao tulipata na ruhusa ya kuomba. Mambo hii ya mwaka 2020 sipati kitu chochote kama ya 2019 ilikuwa na mazuri kama 4. Hii yote ni ya kuomba.
Desert locusts are eating their way across large parts of East Africa, and it's the worst outbreak some countries there have seen in 70 years. Now, here are some of the countries that are most affected by those locusts. Somalia, Ethiopia, and Kenya are the worst affected, and Uganda is bracing for an invasion too.
Rivers of mud sweeping through villages in the west of Kenya. In their path, homes, marketplaces, a police station and schools.
Hii ya mwisho kabisa ningependa tu kuongea na Ministry of Water and Irrigation. Kuna jambo tumeelezwa that they may have a keen eye on the dams. Why a keen eye? Already existing dams, why a keen eye? That they may have keen eye.
Residents living downstream River Tana have been advised to move to higher ground as water levels at the Seven Forks dams in Embu have risen substantially and have started discharging excess water. Consequently, the overflow is expected to cause massive flooding and affect people living in Garissa, Hola and Garsen.
The government is warning over a looming disaster around the Seven Forks dams in Embu. If this picture does not make things clear, experts have predicted that the chain of dams on the Upper Tana River Basin, Masinga, Kamburu, Gitaru, Kindaruma and Kiambere have seen a drastic rise in water levels which have all exceeded spilling levels.
We have been informed to prepare, so we have keen eye on that. that even if there may be any disaster, it shall not be catastrophic.
The reservoir of Masinga, as per this morning, we've reached historical figure of 1057.86 above the sea level. Maximum reservoir is 1056.5, so you can see it's above. So it is a serious issue, and we are telling the people who are downstream Garissa all the way to Tana River, things are worsening. They are not the same as we were here. So we are asking them to move. Let them not wait for water, because this is historical. 1057.86 is the highest ever since Masinga was built.
So for us as a church, I've been told to pray that there may not be any failures that may cause life loss in this year we are going into. The others are very sensitive, but what I can tell you is this: pray for this nation. Pray that we may be one. Hallelujah. Pray that we may be. Come against the spirit of tribalism.
A divided leadership from the Mount Kenya region on the Building Bridges initiative could spoil President Uhuru Kenyatta's first BBI forum in his backyard, scheduled for Meru this coming Saturday. Legislators allied to Deputy President William Ruto have asked the president to cancel the event, saying it will deepen divisions in the wake of Narok and Kitui BBI forums. For the first time, President Uhuru Kenyatta and his Deputy William Ruto are expected to grace the Meru event to be held at Kinoru Stadium.
In the backdrop of what happened in Narok on Saturday, we should be thinking about cancelling these rallies because they are not doing any good to this country. They are taking us through a very dangerous route. And I would plead with President Uhuru Kenyatta, please stop these meetings. They are not good for this country.
It's an unction of demonic forces. So pray. Start praying now. Don't wait for 2022 to pray for safety and peace. Start praying now for the safety and peace of the nation.
The leaders have threatened to boycott the Meru event if President Kenyatta will not attend and will instead submit their proposals directly to the BBI steering committee.
So when you go to international, what I've been allowed to speak international is, I was trying to ask the Spirit, what do you mean by this? But the Spirit was very firm and said, China will split. China will split. Because there's something that is going to happen in China, and I saw a split. So we pray for stability. Even if they are going to go through something, that God may preserve them and there may be stability in China.